Good Thursday evening, everybody. All Hallows Eve. I know we're going to probably have a smaller field than normal because all the trick-or-treating and the parents out doing it. But welcome to the Dirt Racing Network and our live coverage of the RedDriver Mighty Midget Series, Cedar Lake Speedway. We love coming here. We always see a great race. This is a very unique track. We got about 14 drivers here tonight, which is about 3 or 4 less than our average. But still, a good number of drivers. Should be a great show. Let's see. We got a little bit of pre-race info. The second show we're going to do just like always, but we're going to have a preset field deal for it. So it's going to be simple. We will not have to guess who goes where on our... I didn't want that to happen. On our grid. Sorry, word escaped to me. Let's see. Ryland Gray. Is Ryland Gray here? I do see his name in the lineup tonight, so that means that he will start last, at least in the first heat. He is currently your points leader. 11 markers ahead of Billy Barros, 19 ahead of Josh Gerlach. Krikorian 23 back, and Brochard is 30 back. Your current Ironman standings, 182-point gap from Bo Brandon back to Josh Gerlach. Brandon was not here. The gap didn't seem to close much, but drop weeks are still kind of being figured in there. Craig Sylvie, 226 points back. Billy Barros and David Krikorian also in the top 5 for that. We've been here 13 times. We've had 10 different winners. 2 wins apiece for Cody Parmley, Gunnar Harris, and Vicente Salas. David Krikorian and Bo Brandon have wins. Spies and Brochard each have a win. Their only series wins at this racetrack. The most top 10s for a driver here. David Krikorian has 12. Josh Gerlach has 11. And Billy Barros also has 11. Podiums, Craig Silby, 6 of them. Gerlach has 4. Brandon has 3. 22 different podium finishers in 13 races here. That means there's a lot of parity. Billy Barros has 7 top 5s. Craig Silby 6, and Josh Gerlach also has 6. We have next week's round 3 coming up. That's going to be November the 7th at Lernerville Speedway. I am in hopes that I am able to talk by then. Little oral surgery on the 6th, and that is going to put me out of commission, I think. So a random draw for our heats. This is show number 1. That's how we always do it. Random draw for our heats. We're going to have 2 of those heat races. And we'll get ready to look at the starting lineup for that first heat. This is how they drew them out. Wow. Doesn't matter how that guy finishes because the first A-main, he's going to the back anyway, but he draws the pole for Heat 1. Ryland Gray in that 87 car. The 28 of Bobby Yankee on the outside. Manning Urish in the 25. Row 2 to the inside next to James Gray in the 76. Richie Gaines, the 11 car, has row 3 inside duties. And he'll have the 66 of David Krikorian on his outside. And final starter in Heat number 1 on the back, Billy Barros in the 38. So it doesn't matter how Gray finishes. He will go to the back for the feature no matter what. We should get the lights off on that pace truck. We're going to be ready to go green this time out of turn number 4. There goes the pace truck. Waiting for Ryland Gray to find the loud pedal. He does. We're underway. Heat number 1. Gray. They're going to get singled out here pretty quick, it looks like. Richie Gaines moved up a row because I want to say maybe James Gray. Maybe Manning Urish asked for a EOL. And now a battle for the lead. Yankee went after Gray while we were looking back. And he's got it coming up the front stretch. Bobby Yankee. Steady and slow improvements. Oh, a slide up the hill. Good job by Ryland Gray not to get into him right there because Yankee kept that thing pinned in the middle. Gray went after him. Yankee kept the door shut. Great battle up front. Yankee in control right now, and he's running a fantastic line right through here. Ryland Gray trying to go wider and wider, keep more gas pedal down. Looks like he might get the job done here out of 2, coming to the 2 to go signal. Yankee's going to have to do something just a little different this time. Now Ryland Gray stretches it out to about 6 car lengths. Gaines is 3rd. Barros up to 4th. Urish, Krikorian side by side. Those two still going at it as we take the white flag. Go back to the front. Yankee not close enough to do the Hail Mary right there. So Gray is going to win it. Yankee, Gaines, Barros, Urish, Krikorian, and Gray. And a good race up front for the first half. We'll get ready to start lining cars up on the front stretch. It's going to be the 21 of Garrett Boyd on the pole, and he'll have Craig Silby to his outside. The 81 of Mike Gebert, row 2 to the inside next to the 13 of Wayne Anelski. And then Jay Schaff in the 3 car. He has 3rd row inside next to Josh Gerlach in the 71. And Bo Brandon back in the field this week. Is all the way back in 7th to start this one. There is the Kiwi Conqueror Craig Silby. They'll turn the lights off on the pace truck. We'll get ready to go green flag racing. Final heat of session number 1. You need to start getting back to racing, Mr. Terry. We did not get that one to go that time. Interestingly enough. All right, pace truck's out of the way. Garrett Boyd wasted in no time chasing the pace truck down. As soon as it left, he left. He'll lead us through 1 and 2. Silby behind. They're side by side behind that. And Elski and Gebert still racing for 3rd. Jay Schaff to the bottom. Josh Gerlach to the top. And Gerlach takes the spot. Move him to 5th. Silby's closing in on Boyd. Off the top of turn 4. Boyd still out in front. Josh Gerlach has taken that thing all the way up almost to the fence. He is just inches away from the outside wall in 1 and 2. Goes up there again. Oh, this time goes a little too far. Bumps the outside wall. And now goes to the middle in 3 and 4. And he is trying to chase Anelski down. Little mistakes costing him valuable time and track position. Bo Brandon took a week off, and he got rusty. He is mired back in 7th. Oh, Craig Silby finds a fence. Craig Silby exits the track, goes straight to pit road, right rear, tapped the fence right there. And he left us 2 to go this time. Boyd and Gerlach 1-2 as Gerlach's working the high side, and he's going to clear Anelski down the backstretch. Big run off the top. White flag coming out this time. Final lap. Heat number 2. Garrett Boyd out in front, and he looks like he's going to pick up the win. Gerlach will be second. Anelski, Schaff, Brannon up to the 5th spot. Gebhard in 6th, and Craig Silby trying to figure out what went wrong back in the pit area. He tapped the right rear on the fence right about the flag stand, and that car just never turned left again. It went right up over the exit and right out into Neverland. So we're giving guys a few minutes of warm-up here. I'm sure they're going to let them run a little bit of this because they really would like to see this track spread out to 2 lanes. They'll tell us how long here just shortly. Last couple of shows for the week, and then we start things over again on Sunday at 8 Eastern. Mars guys back at it. Mini stocks on the pavement. All right. Top 3? Oh, yeah, that's right. Top 3 because Ryland Gray does not get to go into the redraw. So Josh Gerlach and Bobby Yonke will make up the front row, and Josh Gerlach will start, or I'm sorry, Garrett Boyd will start inside row number 2. Sounds like a plan. So we'll see how long they're going to let the boys have here in our warm-up session. They'll send us a message. Bo Brandon, quickest in this session. He was a little off in his heat race. Maybe a little change, and he has found some speed now. He is right up there, same speed as Silby. He's going to start deep, and he's going to have to work to get there. No doubt about that. So we'll let the boys have a few minutes. I was going over our schedule for next week. So Mars, the only show this Sunday. We'll start our double shows the following, which should be, let's see, the 10th, I guess, of, oh, that didn't look like it felt good. The 10th of November. But one show Sunday, and then Monday night, doubleheader. DSRL Monday Night Thunder, big block modifieds at 8 Eastern, 360 wing sprints, 9:30 Eastern. And we'll get back with the ERA guys at 8:30 on Tuesday evening. Wednesday evening, KR Stolfus will be on the call here for us. He will be covering the Midwest Truck Series. And I hope to be back on Thursday night, able to sit here and do a show. My intent and my hope is that I can. So, all right, we are going to get ready. Cannot find that for the life of me. Anyway, we're going to get ready to show you the starting grid. It is going to shuffle a little bit. Gerlach will move to the pole. Yonke will move to P2. Boyd will move to P3. And that outside row will, or the inside row will scooch forward. So will the outside row too, I guess, because there's going to be a shift in drivers because Anelski will move up. So we'll wait really for them to get it going. And then we'll read it off. Gerlach, Yankee, Boyd. Then Gaines will be outside of row number 2. Anelski and Barros in row 3. Schaff and Urish in row 4. Brandon and Krikori in row 5. Gebhardt and Gray in row 6. Oh, yeah, that's James Gray. And then Craig Silby and Ryland Gray. Hot shoe Ryland Gray. Last week's double feature winner. He'll start P14. Now, we have seen a driver come from P14 and win both races in the same night. So it would not be unheard of.
Green, green, green.
All right, everybody's got to make sure they're in their right spot. We'll go around one more time, then we'll double them all up and get ready to kick this thing off correctly right here. Feature number 1 of 2 tonight. All right, doubled up Gerlach and Yankee going to get us started at a turn number 4. And the green flag officially in the air for feature number 1. RedDriver Mighty Midgets at Cedar Lake. Gerlach with a good start. Boyd is trying to take second away from Yankee. He's right through the middle. Yankee's up on the top. And Boyd almost had the spot that time. They were almost dead even. I think the outside is where you're going to want to be. I think there's a lot of momentum up there. We're going to watch drivers carve through the field. Richie Gaines up to 4th. Anelski's right there. Contact. We're going to have our first caution. Well, we should have had our first caution. Ryland Gray got into that. I don't know how much that car got hurt, but Richie Gaines spins a couple of times. They both go off the racetrack and no caution flag. Ryland Gray, Wayne Anelski. We do not have a caution. We had a big crash.
All right, man. Caution is
Here
out.
comes the caution. And this was the lap before, wasn't it? Yeah. And we come around again. And the caution hasn't flown yet. I don't know why. But we're going to get down here to 3 and 4, and it's going to be right there. Is that Bo Brandon? No, that was Bobby Yankee. And now the caution goes. Yeah, they're already crashing right here. Oh, Bobby Yankee got in there, clipped them tires, and he went for a ride. Okay. So that's what brought out the caution was Bobby Yankee catching those implement tires at the exit of the track. The wreck before that, of no consequence. Just ask iRacing. They'll tell you. All right, so we're lined up single file. Lights are off on the pace truck. We're ready to go back green. 4 laps into it. Still 26 to go. Pace truck will quickly accelerate away. And Josh Gerlach is going to try to beat him to turn 1. Good start for Gerlach. Boyd second. Barros is up to 3rd. Gaines is 4th. Urish is 5th. Here comes Craig Silby and Bo Brandon behind that. Silby up top. Everybody pretty much running the high line now. This time, Silby and Brandon go in low. Little slider line action they couldn't complete because there were already cars on the outside. And Bo Brandon got a good run. He'll pull alongside Silby, but that's not going to last long. Good battle right here. This is fourth and fifth. Richie Gaines going around.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution. Let's get down here. Let's get just a little closer. Gaines off the corner, and Urish was right there, and he just touches that push bar on the back. And around it goes Gaines. So we'll go under the second caution. Still 22 laps remaining. Gerlach, Boyd, Barros, Urish, Silby, Brandon, Schaff, Krikorian, Ryland Gray is 9th, Gebhard, Anelski, Bobby Yankee, James Gray in 13th, and Richie Gaines back in 14th. Everybody's still in the lead lap. We've only got about 7 laps in. Lights off on the pace truck. Everybody's bunched up. We'll wait for Josh Gerlach, and he didn't let that pace truck get very far. He's going to try to beat him to turn one again, and he does. Good start out front. Boyd and Barros are going to be going at it because Barros had a good run through the middle of 1 and 2. Lost all that he gained on the exit because of the run off the top side from Garrett Boyd. Here comes Urish. Urish up top. Oh, car hard into the fence at the back. I think that's Jay Schaff.
Caution is out.
Jay Schaff. He is going to overcook it getting into turn 1 right rear. Right into the tires. Yeah, those tires are mean up there. You can't touch those. That is always going to be bad news. Silby started in the back row with Ryland Gray. Hey, there's my YouTubers. Hello, Brent. All right, looks like we're single filed up again. I don't see anything flashing on the pace truck. We'll see if Gerlach can beat the pace truck to turn 1 again. He's going to beat him to the start-finish line.
Green flag.
What a start. Zipped right through there, and it caught Boyd sleeping a little, and Barros used that to get around him there in 1 and 2. And now Gerlach's going to have to fight back off the top side. He'll get the spot back at the line. That may be a fleeting moment right there. Out of 2 down the backstretch high side, and he took it right back. Here comes Silby up to 4th. Bo Brandon is just trailing the 7 car right now. Following pretty much everywhere he goes. Right here, 3 and 4. Same line in. A little bit lower out. He'll go lower in 1 and 2. The defending series champ missing last week. Slider from Silby on Barros. That's not going to stick. The run through 1 and 2 might, though, if he can stay up wide and get a good run right here on the exit. Barros was able to pull him down the backstretch a little bit. Here comes Ryland Gray into the picture. Goes around Bo Brandon. Now he's tucked in behind the battle between Barros and Silby, and he'll go all the way to the very outside, and Silby will get there late, but in time to cover the spot, and he got a tap, but it wasn't enough to turn him around as Wayne Anelski appears that he is going to have an issue. Oh, yeah, he got a little close. Woo. He went out of the ballpark. Yeah, Anelski got a little bit too close to the back. I think that was Yankee's car. Went up over the right rear. Flipped up on top the berm over there in turns 1 and 2. And then there were 12 with Anelski and Schaff off track. Josh Gerlach, Garrett Boyd, Craig Silby, Billy Barros, and Rylan Gray, the top 5. Bo Brandon is 6th.
Green, green, green.
As we get a restart. Slider line from Boyd, and Silby went to the bottom in 1 and 2. And Craig Silby is going to take second away. And now here comes Rylan Gray. He got around Barros on the restart. A lot of laps left in this thing. A lot of laps. 12 to go this time by. Gerlach is out front. Boyd trying to hold off Gray, and it's just a matter of time. There goes Gray with the slider. Goes all the way up, pumps it against the fence a little bit, and lets Boyd have the spot back. And now Boyd with a good run on the exit. Gray thought about the slider for just a moment. He'll probably do it right here. There comes the big slider all the way up. Boyd able to cross him over and go right back by. Now they slide in, and Bo Brandon almost got into the left side of Rylan Gray. Very tight racing back here. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Billy Barros is right there in 6th. Top 2 starting to inch away, but they're inching together as Silby thought about the slider for the lead right there, and he just wasn't quite close enough to make it go. Once again with the crossover, Boyd able to fend off Rylan Gray for the moment. Up the hill, and that was bound to happen. And Rylan Gray is going to go into the outside wall.
Caution is out.
Tried to cut down, and Bo Brandon was kind of there, and I think he was leaving him that top lane. Oh, my, Bobby Yonke. Maybe that was David Krikorian. That was David Krikorian. He went for a heck of a ride right there. So, we'll reset things. A little bit of a rough go here tonight at Cedar Lake. Gerlach, Silby, Boyd, Brandon, Barros, Gaines, Irish, Gebhard, and Yonke. 9 cars remaining out of the 14. Rylan Gray, David Krikorian, James Gray, Wayne Anelski, and Jay Schaff all retired. Rylan Gray looks like he might be, I don't know. Is he rolling? He's not rolling. I didn't think he was rolling. That is a timing mishap as we get back to green flag racing with just 6 to go. Silby looked at the bottom. Bo Brandon did too, and he may be trying to take a podium spot away from Garrett Boyd right here, and he might have it done right here coming out of 4. Boyd in low, goes up high. He's going to leave enough door open for Bo Brandon to make that run right there. That ought to be enough to lock the door and shut Boyd out. So he's not going to throw that big, ugly slider in there and pray that he's clear. So he'll follow the 4th. Barros is still 5th. Gerlach up front, 3 to go this time by. Coming to 2 to go. Everybody kind of running that same line. That time Gerlach brushed the fence. Not enough to let Silby have a run. We're coming around to take the white flag. Feature number 1 will be in the books in one more lap. One last ditch effort from the Kiwi, and I don't think it's going to happen. He didn't get there soon enough. Gerlach wins feature number 1. Silby 2nd, Brandon 3rd, Boyd and Barros 4 and 5. Fireworks going off all over the place. We'll get the boys around on the front stretch. And we'll get ready to chat with our top three here. Let's get Bo Brandon in first. Bo Brandon, you got a copy?
I do, Roger. How are you?
I am good. Back in the fold and on the podium tonight, buddy.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the podium tonight. I was gone last week. I had a once in a lifetime opportunity to go to South Africa, so that's why I wasn't here last week. And I just basically got off 24 hours of flying to make it here tonight. So pretty jet lagged, pretty tired, and so I didn't have any high expectations for myself tonight to do really anything. But happy with the podium. And I hate that I got into Rylan. He was just running a hard cut down line, and I didn't expect it, I guess. He did it a couple laps before that, and I just narrowly missed him, and then he was running the top again, and then he tried it again, and I cleaned him out, I think. So apologies to Rylan. I know he had the hot shoe and he was chasing those bonus points, so I do feel bad about that. But it was a good run for us overall, especially starting pretty deep in the field. Had a pretty bad draw in the heat race, and just was trying to make up ground from there.
Well, still a great run. The jet lag probably explains the performance in the heat race. I know you started deep, but we're used to watching you drive by a lot of guys. So we're going to give you a pass on that one, my friend. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get ready for session 2.
Yeah, let's see if I can remember my script. It's Varix.com for all your e-commerce needs. Mighty good marketing. Let's also thank RedDriver Marketing, Mighty Midget Series, and the Netcode brand. I love this place. I want to run here every week I can, and I do. And my wife and my parents, thanks for all the personal support. So that's it for me.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Good luck in session 2.
Thanks, Roger.
Maybe a Red Bull will help.
Maybe a Victory Fuel would help.
There you go. Yeah, you know what? A Victory Fuel definitely will help. All right, man. Yeah. Good luck. All right, let's talk to our second place driver. He gave him a good chase. Roundy round they went, but he comes home second. Greg Silby still, from as deep in the field as you started, pretty good run.
All the way back from grid 14. I'm pretty happy with that. That was good fun. But congratulations to Josh. What a drive.
Yeah, it looked like you two were getting set to do some battle there, and then we kind of had a little bit of a weird caution thing. And after that, it just looked like he kind of figured out where the line was at and kept it about 2, 3, 4 car lengths in front of you.
Yeah, that's right. I was just following him around. He just needed to make a mistake, and he didn't make one. Any other line was slower, so he was on it, and I was chasing him, and he just ran out of laps.
Well, we got another show to go, and maybe you can improve that one step, man. Give me some shout-outs and thank yous. We'll let you get over there.
Thanks again, Roger. The Digital Sim Sports Network and their Dirt Racing Network put this on for the world to see, and I'm so excited to go watch that. And Netcode Esports, netcodebrand.com. They give you all your T-shirts and your merch. It's a great place to go and find all that stuff. And RedDriver Marketing, thanks for supporting the series. Thanks very much, guys. We're looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, Netcode, you can go over there and get you some Dirt Racing Network T-shirts, too. Don't forget about that. Thanks for chatting with us, Craig. One step better in session number 2. All right, buddy?
Yeah, we'll do our best.
All right, that's Greg Silby, the Kiwi Conqueror. He finishes in a second place. And now, the guy with a face for radio, Josh Gerlach, is able to hold the field back and pick up the win in session number 1. Josh, that was a pretty impressive run.
Not too bad for a washed-up guy, right, Roger?
Well, if that's what it takes, I'll come in and say it every week. I don't know. Maybe that is the spark you needed.
Well, let's call it a date. Every Thursday, you just stop by and let's make it happen if this is the result.
Well, we'll give you a nickname like Irish Spring or something.
There we go.
I got to ask you, man, why were you racing the pace truck to turn 1 every time, though?
Man, you got to get any advantage you can here. Yeah, I don't remember the pace truck being there on the restarts, but I thought it would always peel off earlier. But yeah, he kept trying to drive through me, so I just wanted to pass him into one.
Well, because it was there is always a good answer, too. I mean, he was right there. So, man, you held him all off. Craig really got close once or twice, but not quite close enough to do much. I mean, you kind of took this thing by the horns and ran away with it.
That's what I was trying to do. I was talking to Craig. I knew that he started deep there, and with like 7 or 8 to go, he showed me his nose, and I was a little worried because I'm just never very good at saving my tires for whatever reason, even when I try to save them. So, I get tired of starting up front, especially on the pole and losing some spots. So it was nice finally staying on the top step of the podium here and pulling one off. We've got a stout field, and it always feels good to get the dub.
All right, man. Give me some shout-outs, and we'll let you get ready for session 2.
Yeah, I just want to thank RedDriver Marketing Solutions, joining us as the title sponsor again this season for the Mighty Midget Series, Tommy Brandon, and the School of Sim Racing for being the official setup provider for us this season as well. He's come on board, one of the OG sponsors of us, honestly, from way back, and so it's been cool having him back. Everybody that joins us each and every week, you for broadcasting us. Then Netcode Brand, SimWrap Market, Always Race Day, and Victory Fuel. And hopefully we'll be talking to you again here in the second session. Starting. Looks like the invert's 8, so those
cool.
top 8 finishes here are going to get inverted.
Cool. I gotta go because Monday night we had kind of a Tommy Brandon love fest over at DSRO when I did all the interviews because 2 out of 3 drivers on the podium used the SSR setup. So, that guy is a heck of an ambassador for sim racing. Man, all the stuff that he does. He tests products and gives us reviews. He goes out and tests the sim every time they put new builds or patches out and gives you an honest to goodness review. And then he'll do like this and give a league a full batch of setups to go out and improve themselves and make everything better for their entire group. And he really just does it all because that's just the guy he is. So I can never say enough about how much I appreciate Tommy Brandon and everything he does for the community. It's great when people give him the recognition like you did a little while ago.
Yeah, I can't say it any better than that. I echo everything you just said. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel or go to schoolofsimracing.net. It's not just a setup shop that wants your money and make you go fast. He helps you learn and be able to tweak and tune on these things yourself. So I cannot recommend him enough and thank him enough.
And I feel like that may be the best part of the whole thing. Not just all the information that he gives to everybody, but they don't just hand you a setup and go, yep, you're going to go fast now. They're going to give you a setup and say, hey, here's what you're going to try to look for, and you're going to fix it this way. You're going to learn to do that yourself. And then pretty soon, you're a completely rounded sim racer because you can go in, you can get the feel of the car, you can make your own adjustments by working with Tommy and that group over there at School of Sim Racing. That's the thing I think I like the most about it.
Yep, that's exactly right.
All right, man, we'll go hit session 2. We'll see if you can sweep tonight. And then man, have you ever been hot shoe?
Not good enough. Hopefully we can change that. That's that. Never done it before, so let's get after it.
All right, my man. Well, congrats on the win. Let's see what happens in session number 2.
Appreciate it, Roger. And thanks for my parents for watching. I don't shout them out enough. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully we get it done again.
All right, that's Josh Gerlach. He picks up the win in session 1. Real quickly, before we get out of here and get ready for session number 2, let us show you the results. Gerlach, Silby, Brandon, 1, 2, 3. Boyd, 4th. Barros, 5th. Urish, 6th. Gebhardt, 7th. 8th was Yonke. 9th, Gaines. 10th, Krikorian. James Grain, 11th. Ryland Gray, 12th. Anelski, 13th. And Jay Schaff in that 14th spot. We'll see these same guys here in just a minute. They're going to go in. It is an 8-car invert for the start on feature number 2. We'll let them get their warm-up and everything else. I think they're going to do qualifying and then they invert. So we'll see how that all shakes out here in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. We're not going to shut the broadcast down. What we are going to do is we're going to find this deal right here. We're going to play a little fancy music for you guys. Hope you enjoy it. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
I saw you today down at the store. You look as good as you did before, and I hope you don't mind. I gave you a call. I'm feeling bad and I'm wanting to talk. How have you been?